Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. I've not been around for a while, just busy with work, so I'm sure I'll catch up over Christmas, but I thought I would pop on and show you some of the things that I have been buying lately. First of all, I went into Hobbycraft and I saw these really nice journals. So the paper's a decent sort of thickness. I mean, I will probably stick something on top of that before I do any kind of art. I say art, my kind of art on it, but I really like the cover. Just thought that was so cute. So it's quite chunky and they're all plain, designed for drawing and stuff on because it's from Hobbycraft. So that was £4, really pretty. And I got my partner one that was slightly different pattern as well. So that from Hobbycraft, but it obviously was the Black Friday sales. So we got that a bit over in England, but I don't think it really catches on properly because we don't have Thanksgiving, so everyone's at work. Not that easy to shop on a Friday. But in Hobbycraft, there were a whole load of these intricate dies on sale. I went online and chose a load that I liked. I mean, by the time I got around to paying for them, which was like a day later, it wasn't straight away, they had sold out. But then I went into the shops and they had all of them really. So I think if you can't get them online, then get them in the shops. But my partner's bought me most of them for my Christmas present. But I got these ones early Christmas present because I wanted to use them for my December daily. You can see obviously going to be a countdown. Really big size for numbers, but for doing like numbers on a birthday card or for your December daily, that's really good. For some reason, I got three 9s and 6s. I can see that at a push you might want a 6 and a 9, but 3 of them, I don't know, unless you're doing like 666 and the devil or something, which I'm obviously not going to do. That's a little bit bizarre. So I've stuck them back in there. So they were down to £6 from £12, I think. Because they're a bit different and they're really big size, I was quite happy to pay £6. Well, I didn't even pay, actually, they were a present. But quite happy for someone else to pay £6 for me to have those. That was from Hobbycraft Black Friday sale. And then in another Black Friday sale, I went to Craft Stash and they had some Altenew stamps on sale. And I really like Altenew. Sorry. Oh dear. I really like Altenew, and they were down to £11.99 English pounds. And they're really big stamp sets in Altenew. So they generally cost in most craft shops about £16.50 for this big size. Don't know what they are in American money, but I imagine they are the equivalent. We don't seem to pay too much more any these days. And I'd been looking at this one when it came out and had kind of wanted it, and I was kind of like, oh, not sure, and couldn't really justify buying more craft stuff. But when they're down to £11.99, I was like, well, I'm just going to buy it because I want them. And I haven't made anything with them yet, but I have stamped them out. And I just kind of love this sort of doodly look. So some of it is these complete, where you stamp it with a different colour, and some of it where you could colour in, but it looks pretty cool in black and white. Initially I thought, oh, I'll probably colour it in, but now I'm thinking I quite like the contrast between black and white and full colour stamp. This one, I haven't lined it up correctly, so it would look better once I've practiced a bit. And there are other ones on there as well. So you've got the big leafy one, and this one I haven't done. So it shows you them all in there. So you haven't done, make a little shelf of succulents. So yeah, really like that one. So I'm thinking, at the moment I'm doing my Christmas project, so probably after Christmas I'll play with that a bit more. And then I'd also been looking quite a bit at this one before it was on sale, same price, £11.99 on sale. But I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting, the way it makes these patterns. And I just had a little play, so not done very much, stamping it out. So I'm thinking for sort of backgrounds and things, that the large one maybe with like a focal image in the front might be how I might use it. I was hoping to get kind of create a bit of a background where I've done lots of them overlapping each other, but in my little practice it hasn't worked overly well, so I either need to practice a bit more or give up on that idea and try something different. But it's just a bit different because I didn't want to buy loads of stamp sets that are all the same, owning a ridiculous number of stamp sets already. But they've got things like Crafty Friends are the best, and I do really need to, and you colour my world, and I said that. Life is better in colour. Yeah, so Craft Friends are the best. I could send that to my pen pal who I've ignored for such a long time because I've not got around to it. And these, hello and thanks, really like that. And see how nicely it stamps out. So yeah, for $11.99 each, I got a couple of sets that I'd been wanting for a while. Didn't want to pay the full price. Well, couldn't really justify paying the full price, but when it's on sale, it's an excuse, and I did it. So I got those two. And then there's another set that, not in the Black Friday sale, but just something that I've been wanting for ages on Dies to Die For. And as soon as it came into stock, I had to buy it. That was the Sunny Studios stamp set. This is one from, I don't know if it's from last year. Other people will know better than me, or the year before. But I've been wanting it for, I'm sort of slowly looking around to see where the bit that I made from it is. What's behind me? And I really like this one because all the projects I've seen using it, these colour layering bells, that's right way up, and the colour layering baubles were just so good. They're just so realistic that I really like them. This is me, first of all, playing around, trying to get the colour scheme right. So you can see I preferred it in the darker. And there's a little bauble, and you also get the bow. That's probably a better one. So yeah, they look pretty cool. So I started off making this. This needs to be backed onto something and finished off, but I've glossy accented them to make them look even more realistic. And I just love that, the look of the bell. I think it looks almost even better through the camera than it does in real life. I think it looks like a real bell, and I think that's got a bit of three-dimensional to make a bit of a bauble. And then of course you get the branch, and I like that branch as well. I just think that's got the sort of the idea of texture to it and the sentiment. I've got those Christmas sentiments, but it's a nice one. So yeah, really love that set so much. As soon as it came out, I bought it. Not that I need any more Christmas sets, but £11.50 Dies to Die For. Just really like that one. And because I was ordering that, I wanted to order something else to sort of I don't know. Who knows why we do these things? And I bought the Nitpicky Lawn Fawn range because I didn't like it at first, and I saw those projects with it. Like, I love that one. That one's not so great. That one's really nice. And then you get ones that are just a sort of, I can't see it very well, like a plain knit, which would look cute on various things. And then it repeats a lot. So my favourites are generally the ones where it looks really like a knitted jumper. I find this one a tad faded, but maybe it's a background piece. And the good thing about lawn fawns, why I prefer them to MFT or something for their paper, is you get 36 sheets, you get absolutely loads, which is great. So yeah, I got that one. That was £5.50 in English money. So that's my bits and pieces that I bought from shops over here in the UK. And then I also, oh no, I've got one more thing I bought. I also went into the Range, another UK shop. I don't know whether they do stuff online. I kind of doubt it, whether you can actually buy these crafty stuff online. But I bought, in the shops you can, I bought a pack, and I think you got 10 of these that make up these baubles where you stick them together. And I did this last year, and I gave some as presents, some stuck on my tree. But I like these ones because they came with a little, you'd have to glue that on because it won't stay naturally. Glue it on to make your own baubles. And I like it because I like these ones. You can cut a circle of cards, stick some images on, whatever you want to do, and you've got kind of a crafty idea. It's just something different, isn't it, from making a card. Yeah, £3.99 for a pack of 10, and I was happy with that because they had these toppers, which I like, because quite often you see them without the toppers, and I just think they look a bit better, even though you've got to glue them on. Made of acrylic, it says, so not really any brand, but yeah, that's what it looks like if you're in the shop and you want to get them. So like me, I've not got around to making any yet, but there we go. The intentions are there. Have we got anything else from UK shops? Don't think so. So then we go on to AliExpress. So in AliExpress, I got some of these trees. So obviously the idea being that they could maybe go inside those baubles, or they could go in more of those jar ornaments that I made before. They come with the two separate pieces, but not really very challenging to just stick them together and you get your little trees. So Aren't they cute? I just love those little trees. I've got loads of them now, so I've really got to get using them. But I've got lots of ideas, and those trees for a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 it must have been. For a pack of 15, which is lots, it was £1.50. Whereas in the shops it's generally about £4 for a pound, so that's much better value. So I've got those, and on other crafty bits and pieces, alongside the sort of making Christmas decorations and things, I got this, which is actually, it's a bit like twine, but it's more sort of raffia paper based. I would have preferred it more twine based, but you can't argue really. For 57p you get absolutely loads of it, and so you can see I used it on there for that bit. Have I used it on anything else? Nothing that I can see, but my idea is it's going to go on my tags, and I will get around to doing, I do tags for every single present that I give, so I'll definitely be using that. So that's 57p from AliExpress. It's nice to hold on to. So that was that bit. Also online I got this die, which is folds over and goes onto a bottle. I was reaching as if I had a bottle, but obviously don't keep bottles now. Thinking like wine bottles, but this is clearly not a wine bottle. It would sit on there and it would fold over, and you'd write your little message or just a pretty picture. And I just thought, why not? And also had the idea that the children in my school's craft club that I sort of do in a relaxed way can turn that into door hangers, keep out, and all that kind of thing. That one was £2.87. And what else did I get? Quickly flicking through. Got these keys, which were to go with these size that I bought. See, they match up to make keys and your little tags, and I cut them out and put them, as you do, somewhere that you then can't find them. So this one came as a set with a keyhole, keys, another little keyhole, and these one came, and I think they're like little key fobs. So when you cut it out, I've attached that with, what do you call those? Can't remember, those sort of things used in jewellery making that I need to get some more of. To jump rings to make a little key and a key fob, so you can stick that on there and be like, ooh, 21, key to the door. They say that over here sometimes, not very often. Or you could say, here's the key, I really love you. I haven't really got any of those occasions to do that for, so I don't know why I would do that for, but I just really like that. I'll think of some other reason. Key to my heart or something like that. So anyway, these ones here were, looking at my list, £1.35, and these ones here, the key ones, were £1.95. Also picked up online, not done anything with them, but you can see them anyway. The noughts and crosses set, so you cut out crosses, noughts and crosses, and play a little bit of a game because Valentine's is coming. £1.37 for those. And I think that's a majority of my online bits and pieces. And then last but not least, before this video gets too long, my latest magazine that I subscribe to, Simply Cards and Paper Crafts, has come in. Magazine's downstairs because I'm reading it, but just want to show you what the free gift is. You get the stamp, I've not tried it out yet, and the coordinating die. So I subscribe to this one. I've been thinking about maybe taking a break and trying out a different magazine, but I'm generally pretty happy with what you get. It's more that I just don't get the time to play with it all because I buy so much crafty stuff. So they're just I guess acrylic stamps, most likely. They don't feel like silicone, and I know they're 100% not photopolymer, so my guess would be they are acrylic. So they won't stamp fantastically, but you know, don't expect that from a magazine. And I love the ones where they do coordinating dies. I think most people do, but obviously you could use that on its own. Let's see how it is going to match up to the dies. So nicely, you're not going to get much of a white border, a little bit of a white border, so good match up. So yeah, that was a free gift if you're interested in getting that magazine. I've not tried it out, but maybe I will get round to it. Probably not before Christmas, but if I do, maybe I'll show you what I get. But yeah, those are things I've made. If you want to see me make anything with them, I can repost it to Instagram. And any questions, do get in touch. Sorry, I've been a bit rubbish about getting videos up. Life of a teacher. Speak to you soon. Bye.